everybody, and welcome to my channel. Um, so it's been a while since I've been on here, and to be honest, I didn't know if I ever would get back on here, but I decided that I wanted to kind of document this new chapter in my life. I was gonna wait to tell the story on Saturday and like do like a get ready with me because I have to go to baby shower. But then I thought about editing, and I don't know how to edit, and so I'm really just trying to look to like document this and then just upload it. Um, so yeah, I want to talk about my move to LA. I moved about a month ago, and it's been quite a process. LA is not new to me. I used to live, well, okay, so I lived in Long Beach in 2010, and I lived there for a year. Then I moved back to San Diego, and then I commuted back and forth for work for probably about another year until I decided to stop working for my aunt. I was helping her with her business. But, anyways, I've been in San Diego since 2006, and to me, that's like home. Um, it doesn't really matter if you guys know what I do for a living. So, I'm actually in property management. I had a opportunity presented to me to oversee 7 communities in the valley. Uh, I really don't know why a girl like me that loves the calmness of San Diego and the small town feel, crazy to say that, but it does have its little small town feel, decide to move to LA. Well, I took the offer. It was a promotion. I took it. And I was really excited at first because it was just like a new chapter, not only like financially, but just stepping out of my comfort zone. Because even though I've been in San Diego since 2006 and I love San Diego, I felt like I needed to leave San Diego. I needed to close somewhat of a chapter in my life with that city and move forward. So I took it and moved myself, my cat, and my dog, and I left my friends and my boyfriend behind. I do still see my boyfriend. We didn't break up. We just are doing this somewhat of a long distance thing while I take this next step in my career. So, yeah, we moved in September. We have our own place, it's all set up, but it's been quite a journey. I will say that I used to be part of a larger team in San Diego and overseeing 7 properties. I don't really have a team. I have a small team, but it's not in the same. What is with this hair? Whatever. I have baby hairs. It's been a long day at work, so excuse them if they're flying around. I have a smaller team. Uh, Basically just like a maintenance team, and so they're always gone a lot too, but it's been very difficult because I feel like I work by myself a lot, and then I come home and then I'm by myself a lot. Now don't get me wrong, I am totally comfortable being alone. I enjoy my alone time. I enjoy doing things by myself, taking my dogs on walks, taking him to the park, taking him on hikes, taking him to our adventures. Like, I enjoy being alone. But I will admit that being here and working alone now more so, and then living by myself, um, it's a little lonely. So I kind of want to document, like I said, this journey to see kind of where I start and how I end up um, in this journey in LA, and seeing if this is where I'll stay or if I'll move back to San Diego. But yeah, it's been quite a bit of adjustment. Like I said, it is a little bit lonely. I'm wrong. I have friends in LA. My brother's in Long Beach. The problem is, like, all of our schedules are very conflicting. I live a little bit further out. Even though I work in the valley, I live north of the valley. So, traffic in LA is a bitch. Doing anything in LA is a bitch. Um, my brother works nights. My friends go to school, have day jobs. Some work nights as well. Some live in Long Beach, live Hawthorne, so like Downey. More of my friends are in that area versus where I'm located. But so it's just, I guess, getting used to a new area. Try not to feel so lonely. Being again, I guess, comfortable with myself again. Um, but yeah, it's just, I've had moments where I've cried, where I felt that this decision was not the best move for me. Um, in the long term, like I just didn't know. For like 2 weeks, my first 2 weeks here, I stressed like it was nobody's business. I would stay up at night. I was worried about stuff. I had an incident after moving here where my bank account had everything drained out of it. So you can imagine the first week being here, checking your account and finding no funds, like at all. I've had fraud in the past, so I have this thing where I constantly have to check my accounts every day. But during the move process, I didn't. I did not check my account at all for maybe about a week. And then by the time I checked it, there was no money. So I was stressing about that. I have a lot of pride. I didn't want to ask, my family for help or anything like that. So I'm like, oh, let me just make it through to my next paycheck. Like, maybe I can. Because this move, I decided to drain my savings and everything else that I had. I had to buy new furniture. I had to, expense the move out here. Even though it's San Diego's not that far, but still, I had expense the move. I had my current place in San Diego. I had a roommate, so I actually had to buy all brand new furniture. So I had to buy like basically everything. I had to refurnish the whole entire apartment. We live in a 1 bedroom, but I had to furnish everything like pots and pans, dishware, think about you moving out the first time on your own. That's what I had to do all over again. So I thought I budgeted everything right. Then again, I wasn't expecting my bank account to drain, or not find money that day. Um, yeah, so I had to suck it up, and I asked my brother for help, and for the grace of God, he was able to. He's honestly the best brother ever, and he lent me the money to take care of whatever I needed to until my check arrived, which was great. It's just, it sucks when you're starting somewhere new and you're afraid and you're questioning if the decision to move was the best for you, and then you have a financial issue. Um, Not gonna lie, that taught me to be a little more mindful about certain things and double check my budgeting as well when I thought I planned everything right for this move. Um, yeah, now we are settling into, I think, week 5, maybe week 4. I think it's week 5 though. I've been back down to San Diego twice. The first weekend after I left because I still have my place there and I had to take care of some stuff. That's Archer, by the way. He's got a bark collar on because when he goes out in the patio, he barks, and there's a way to keep him not from barking. That he doesn't wear one, so please don't shame me for a bark collar. Make sure the neighbors are happy. No, I went back down a week after, saw my boyfriend, saw my friends, finished up some stuff, came back. The following week I had a wedding in San Francisco, so I went to that. It was already paid for and funded, so there's no reason to not go. So I had to do that. Came back the following weekend, and we had fire. No. That wasn't it. Nothing spectacular happened that weekend. I guess they did. But the following weekend, we had fires this past weekend. So or last week. So last Thursday, a fire broke out in LA area, and it went on. It's still going on now, just smaller ones, but it made it impossible for me to get to work. They shut down the freeways. I had to work out of a different office here where I'm located or where I live at, which was perfectly fine. It was within walking distance, so since the roads were fully blocked, we just walked into work. So I was able to manage my properties or communities I'm in charge of through there. And the fire surrounded where I was at. it was quite interesting. You can see it from where I was at, super close. They evacuated a gun range or gun store that was about a mile away from where I was. So all in all, the first month has been very trying. Financially, stressfully, fires, making like I have to, now my place is gonna fucking burn down and I have to move. So yeah, it's been a lot. I want to say we're doing okay. My brother is going to be coming next weekend to hang out. He's going to stay a couple of days with me, so I'm really excited about that. Everything is looking up and better, so hopefully that this move was the best decision because I took a risk. And I guess maybe that's kind of what this is a reminder of, for me anyways, to take risks. It's scary. I feel like my whole life I've kind of been taking risks. I moved out at 17. I married my boyfriend, my teenage boyfriend. That sounds wrong. Back that up. We were dating since we were 17, but I moved out when I was 17, married, I guess, my high school sweetheart, even though we didn't go to the same high school, but married him at 20. I took the risk on that. We were married for 10 years. We divorced. We've been divorced for a while now. I took the risk on taking that divorce because all I ever knew my whole entire life was him, and my whole life, my whole 20s was with him. Everything I built and did, and every move I made was with somebody. So then having to step out of that, I had to find who I was again and take the risk on that, like moving to another city to just get a fresh start. Learning who I was as a person. And then from there, within a couple months, I took another risk and moved back to San Diego. So, well, to be fair, I was living in Temecula when I was divorcing. And then I moved back to San Diego shortly, maybe like 6 months. Took that risk into a different part of San Diego that I never lived at before. Not really knowing anybody either, because a lot of my friends were his friends. And, with divorces, sometimes you don't keep the same friends. But, yeah, living on my own there, too, and not being afraid to be alone. Not going to lie, that was a struggle. The divorce was definitely a struggle. I financially really, really bad because I went from a dual income household to just myself and trying to balance everything. To be honest, I'm still paying off a lot of debt from that marriage. It fucking sucks, but I'm surviving. That's why I took this risk, because this move to LA is a risk I was willing to take to get where I want to be. Sorry, Archer's making a little noise. I see myself climbing up into the corporate ladder and making a name for myself within this company or just in the industry that I'm in. I am very passionate about what I do, and I never thought that I would. I feel like property management is something that you don't seek out. It honestly seeks you out. You somehow fall into it. Somebody get into it. But yeah, I mean, this company took a risk on me, and I'm taking a risk on them in this move and myself. I'm risking myself. Like, can I do this? Am I made for this? And you know what? Honestly, I want to say yeah. There's nothing that I haven't been able to do on my own. And that's one thing that I'm so proud of. My marriage, and it's a whole other different topic we can get into later, the Mike document, I mentioned it in my first video, but my first marriage, or my first marriage, bitch, I was only married once. My marriage was definitely, it was very abusive, and so this man basically told me I'd never be able to amount to anything on my own, never have anything on my own without him, and bitch, I did it. I have my motorcycle without him, I have my car without him, I have my life without him. Like, I don't need nobody. And this is what I tell my boyfriend now too, because let me tell you, after my divorce and after spending some time by myself, I remembered who the fuck I was. I am my mother's daughter. I'm also my father's daughter, but definitely my mother's daughter. And we don't let any man bring us down. That's one thing. We will make it through. We'll do everything on our own. We don't need anybody. Point blank period. My mother raised me to be a stronger woman than I was in that marriage. and it definitely shows now because I'm fucking old, but whatever. Um, but yeah, I tell my boyfriend all the time too. Like, remember, like I don't need you. I can do everything on my own. Like, I'm with you because I want to be with you. Like, don't kid yourself, honey. But even now, like, okay, so like being away from him has been very difficult. We've been dating for a year and a half, almost a year and a half almost. And if I'm really sorry. I want to apologize if I'm not looking at the camera. I keep looking here because a bitch is trying to learn. I'm sorry. Um, it's been very difficult because our schedules, we're kind of both in the same industry, and our schedules aren't always the greatest. And she keeps coming up, and I actually, for being by myself a lot, I do seem to have a lot going on because I plan everything. I'm trying to keep myself busy because the work week I am by myself, and I need human interactions. I have my archer, baby Edie, but you still need human interactions. So I had like a race plan, but then the fires happened, so the race didn't happen. I'm training for the Spartan Run 2 in January, so there's that. I'm trying to stay on my fitness level, or my fitness game, anyways. We could always do a story on that too, because a bitch used to be almost 200 pounds. That's all. Let me tell you, a fucked up marriage will do that to you sometimes. But no, yeah, we can always touch that too, touch base on that as well. Um, but yeah, LA, man, I don't know. And I also don't even know if it's cut out for me. Traffic's a fucking bitch. And I think about taking my motorcycle to work, but then that takes like a whole lot of, I gotta change because I have to dress a certain way for work. It doesn't, you know what I mean, like professionally. So it doesn't really look great if you're like riding a motorcycle in like slacks. I can ride a motorcycle in heels. Don't get me wrong. This bitch rides her R6 in some heels. Yes. Um, but it's a lot of work. Like I get to work a lot quicker and get home a lot quicker. Beats the hour in fucking traffic, I'll tell you that. But I don't know. I mean, I really hope this was worth it. Because if not, shit, I don't know what I'm going to do. A bitch cannot fail. Let me tell you, I cannot fail. Well, we'll see where I'm at in like maybe 2 weeks. Maybe I'll do an update video on this. I should, because I was going to document this, right? Like, let's see how long ago with documenting it. Um, yeah, I mean, let me know if you moved to LA recently. Let me know like how you're coping. Did you come by yourself? Did you have friends and family out here? Like what are you doing to deal with like loneliness or, you know, confusion if you don't know if that move was best for you? Did you go through some struggles? Are you going through some struggles? Like, I want to know if I'm like the only one out there that's going through this. I don't think that I am, and I will think there's others. But if there are, no, you're not alone because a bitch is struggling too. Every day is a thing. I stress about everything though. That's just me. I'm a Virgo. I stress about everything. When things don't go right, fucking complaining and drinking whiskey or eating because all I do is eat. Also, tell me what's good to eat in San Diego. I mean, see, I'm thinking about San Diego. Tell me what's good to eat in LA because a bitch loves to eat. I love to eat. Cannot tell you enough how much I love to eat. Yeah, I'm just not familiar with this part of LA. Like I said, I was in Long Beach and spent a lot of time in Hollywood, but that's about it. Alright, well, I'm gonna go work on this puzzle I've been working on for the past like 2 weeks because that's what a bitch does. And Archer really wants to play, so I'm gonna go do that. But hopefully there'll be another video, an update video. You see me then. I might still film that get ready with me on Saturday because, believe it or not, I don't always look like this. A bitch can slay her makeup, okay? And do her hair and be cute. Don't get it twisted. Alright, until next time, bye guys.